Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. McDaniels out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Gobert in at center, locking down the middle. And for Chicago, Ball runs point with Levine flanking him. Andre Drummond is out there with DeMar DeRozan. And it's Thomas in at the three, the small forward. Such a critical time of year for a lot of teams, Grant. Everybody jockeying for playoff position.
I love it. And we all know how important seeding can be come the postseason. So even teams outside the playoff picture still have time as long as they make their move now.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Here's Ball. It's Thomas on the wing. Over McDaniels. Thomas, that's good.
Nice speed from Lonzo Ball to the wide open man. He has a good eye for those openings.
Conley against Ball. Right side Conley. Oh, rejected by Drummond. Ball with it. Averaging around 6 a game. Pass to Thomas. Over McDaniels. Kept alive. Back to Ball. Launches it. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Andre Drummond using his size and athleticism to create a scoring opportunity off the miss.
Gobert with it. Edwards looking for an opening. No luck on that one. Nice D from Levine. When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, B.A., they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the bucket by the Bulls. Pass to Anderson. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan.
3 straight misses to begin this contest and already starting to look frustrated.
Now Ball. Back to DeRozan. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's Conley. His last outing, we saw him score 22.
It's amazing Drummond doesn't block more shots. He has a 9-foot standing reach.
Count that bucket.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And Minnesota calls time here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Honestly, they were just outclassed in that one. We thought it would be a tough night for them, and it was.
Ugly, ugly display. I thought they'd be more competitive, but I was wrong.
Reeves checked in for the Timberwolves. Morris comes in for Mike Conley. And quickly, the 2K leaderboard, showing the teams blocking the most shots over the last month. The Timberwolves second.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end. Denying shots left and right over the past month.
Here's Reed. 17 points for him last game against Houston. He gets it in there.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
Back to DeRozan. Pass to Thomas. No good on the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
2 minutes.
And it's McDaniels off the drive. Here's Edwards. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. It's Thomas on the wing. McDaniels covering. Thomas, that's good.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And so Morris will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game.
Okay, bear with me, okay, Smitty? An argument can be made that Andre Drummond is the best rebounder in NBA history.
Okay, Grant, the top 2 all-time in rebounding percentage, Andre Drummond and Dennis Rodman. Those 2 might be the best I've ever seen on the glass.
And Paul throws it down.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And finished off by Anderson.
Getting himself to the rim, Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
To the middle. Here's Thomas. McDaniels with some nice D.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Zach LaVine. First personal foul.
Free throw good. Edwards. Checked in for Chicago. Thomas comes in for Caruso. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Morris. Back to White. It's Thomas on the wing. Launches a 3. Drills it from deep. Thomas has got 9 points.
Good heads-up basketball from Kobe. Spots a wide-open shooter and gets it to him.
Dosunmu is out there with Kobe White. Then it's Patrick Williams. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Thomas in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's Conley. Yet to see a basket. Here's Alexander Walker. The kick out to Conley. There's the triple. Pure from 3-point range.
And Mike Conley can do this now. He can play off the ball and punish the defense for giving him space.
White, the pass to Thomas. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Conley against White. They double him with White. Fires from deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Down low. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And with the voting just about finished, let's see who's likely to make an appearance at this year's dunk contest. This is a talented group of guys.
It certainly is, B.A., and I'm really looking forward to this contest. These aerial artists who are going to have a lot of fun pulling out all the stops to wow the judges and make the crowd go wild.
You take a look at Edwards, coming in at 5th in the dunk contest voting. A high flyer.
And you know he really wants to perform this year. It's going to come down to the wire to see if he gets into the contest.
And we are very close to announcing our dunk contest participants. The final list is coming soon.
If the contest ends up being that list, I'd be very happy with it. What a group that is.
Here's Conley, following the bucket by the Bulls. Outside Edwards. And with players like Morant and Giannis last season getting undercut around the rim, would you support moving the charge circle out a foot, Grant?
You know, B.A., that's a good idea. I mean, I don't see why not. The league wants more highlights and less injuries, so it seems to make a lot of sense to me.
Hey, guys, the Prophet in their last game against the Kings played some superb basketball. He had 39 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game, guys.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Minnesota calls timeout. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Win one, lose one. This might be the case again for both teams this coming season.
Andre Drummond is checked in for Chicago. Levine comes in for DeSumo. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Warren. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Morris in for Mike Conley. Here's Thomas. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Now he's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the second quarter after coming up dry early.
Minute 32 left in the second. Morris outside to the inside. McDaniels. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And here's Morris. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 11. Outside McDaniels. 52 seconds left in the second quarter. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half of this game. They get the rebound. Anderson. Good work defensively by DeRozan.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Over Edwards. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. DeRozan's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Not much a defender can do against that move from DeRozan. Wow.
Levine against Edwards. No good on the shot. Levine with some nice D. Fires for 3 from deep. They're